starting out with trolls. Hey everybody, how are we doing tonight? Good. How about you, Ryan? Feeling good? Looking good?
I'm good.
Smelling?
Oh, I didn't realize
Yeah.
my mic was still on. Good. So, yeah, I'm good.
Well, there's a guy in chat was telling me it has to be 5 degrees Fahrenheit before you can see your breath. So I thought I would just Google that right quick. That was
Well, I mean,
and
I'm sure there's instances where if you're in wind or whatever, there's times where you wouldn't just see it, but I think it's always there. I'm
yeah,
not. I think even during the daytime when it's warm, there's still your breath is still leaving a trail. It just you don't see it because it's in a different form of evaporation process, so you just don't see it. But once it becomes like fog and it's cold out, it condenses and it becomes like fog or rain or whatever you call it. You know what I mean? It becomes able to be precipitated or whatever you want to call it. We used to call it Twitter-pated because it's funnier, but you know what I mean.
Twitter baby.
Yeah, you just
That's a
say
good
the
one.
cloud gets Twitter-pated and then it starts dropping rain. Yeah, it does. That's kind of what it does, right?
Yeah.
Once
So
whatever pressure changes happen, it just all starts falling out of the cloud all of a sudden. Fascinating.
so I found a site that actually they tell you, and at 45 degrees below that point, you should be able to see your breath. Is what they were saying. They gave me a video. How cold does it have to be before you see your breath? I thought I'd take a look at it since he brought the topic up.
No, I can see it
That makes
when it's
sense.
like 50, 60 degrees where I live. It's as long as there's moisture in the air or as long.
Yeah, that makes sense. But it's really dry in Antarctica. I understand, right? Did I lose you, Ryan? I can't hear you. Did we lose you? Huh? What happened? My computer just went haywire. Huh? Let's get rid of some of this stuff right quick.
Am I here?
Stop.
You
Yeah,
still
I can
here?
hear you now. Yeah, you're still here.
Okay. There. I guess my
So
screen timed out because I stuck my phone in my pocket. I'm trying to do some more work on this fence at Grandma. So sorry about that.
yeah. So basically, I don't see why moisture is a key in the air. The moisture in your lungs, and they go into that too. Break that down for
Yeah,
me.
you're expelling carbon dioxide and water in different forms, liquid water as well as evaporated water,
Yeah. So there
and
would probably
carbon
no real
monoxide and a
reason.
bunch of other gases too. Anyway,
Yeah.
what?
So there'd be really no reason why we couldn't have seen Austin's breath, right?
Well, I don't know. Like I said, there might be some kind of anomalous type of event where the sun's shining or whatever. I don't know. Maybe there is. There are times where I go outside and it's cold and I don't see my breath necessarily, but I know it's still there. It's just at that point in time, it's just not showing itself. But you know what I'm saying? Get where I'm coming
I'm
from that. But I think once you get to a certain coldness, I think you're right. I think you're going to see it, and it's going to show no matter how dry or cold or wet it is. But it does seem to show up more when it's moist and there's lots more moisture in the air. But I'm not sure if that's really true or if it's just my experience because I've never really been in a really, really dry area and have it rain, except for in Nevada. I know I was only for a short time when I was a kid. So
it
anyway,
does say related humidity problems with it too, right?
relative, right? Yeah, relative. But I'm not sure exactly what the parameters are on what when you see your breath and when you don't. I never even thought we'd have to ever have that discussion. I mean, I thought
We
about it,
are.
but I've never thought about like arguing with anybody about it, or that it needed to be figured out. But I've
Yeah.
always just kind of wondered. I wonder what like the person that made it or came up with it was thinking when they did that and stuff like that. Never really thought about the organization of it. I knew that just makes sense, right? Got to make it organized so everybody can remember it, and got to be easy to remember.
Well, that just brings up another. Well, why don't we look at this? How does it work in like an Arctic uh, conditions? You follow?
Mm-hmm.
So let's see what if you can see your breath in
Absolutely.
Antarctica. So I'm going to Google that, or I don't know if it's Google. It's like Yahoo to me. Uh,
Yeah, I mean.
that's what it is. Yeah. I'm going to dig into flight here eventually, but that guy brought up a question like, how cold can you see your breath in Antarctica?
I wouldn't even ask that. I'd just say, well, I mean, Antarctica
Well,
really doesn't have anything to do with it, does it? It's more like
not really. But I want to answer people correctly
I
because
would
that's
bet
what's
you
going to be.
probably ask a really good photographer. They probably know a lot more about your breath, just since they have to actually worry about it when they're taking pictures and blowing their breath on the camera and that. I think they'd probably be the ones that would know the most about that, don't you? Or people that
Yeah,
work like in the forestry or whatever that are constantly breathing through some kind of a screen or a covering on their face and they're getting buildup of moisture and all that. You know what I'm saying? You'd think that somebody like that would come forward and say, okay, this is how that works, right? Get what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I haven't heard that yet, but that doesn't mean it isn't out there. That's what I always assume is that someone's just going to come along and explain it. It's going to make sense, right?
Oh, hopefully it
think
makes
there's
some
anything
sense out of
special.
this. I think people are going nuts over small things, but the real question is why would
We do.
he try
We
to
do go
feel his
nuts
breath
over
in
it.
Antarctica? Yeah,
I do too sometimes, but I mean, it's not saying it's right, but I get why sometimes people do that. It's like they see something coming and they really want that issues, dealt with. They want to be able to say, yeah, I was right or I was wrong, whatever. So if they think they got some good evidence for it, they're going to go after it. They don't necessarily think about
dude,
what it's going to do to the rest of everybody, like.
they don't even have an answer for this question in here. They
Yeah,
really
I know.
don't. Like I
And
asked the question,
it's
can
just
you see your
questions
breath
they
in
don't ever
Antarctica?
survive. Yeah, and everybody's like, I don't know. They're like, I guess.
Okay,
I
there's
guess it
7
can.
mind-blowing facts about Antarctica. We could look at that. How about that?
7 mind. Oh, I bet there's nothing that would really be mind blowing. Silly stuff.
I don't see a facts about Antarctica. Yeah, but they're saying below 45 degrees Fahrenheit, you should be able to see your breath. It's not 5 degrees. Once it
Yeah, I
gets to
know. I
that
knew that.
level, the moisture will
I knew it
start
wasn't that.
condensating in the air.
Right. That's about what
Let's check
collision
it.
starts to really do. Yeah, sure.
Can you see your breath in Antarctica? I don't know. Can
Can
you?
Why would you
There's
ask
nobody
that
really
question?
answers that
That
question.
question does sound
Hey
silly though.
guys, I finally made.
Hey guys.
Okay.
Hey guys.
He finally made it to
We found
Antarctica.
it.
It
Whatever.
looks like he's close to
Finally found
Glacier
it.
Bay. There. It was
Yeah,
lost. Yeah.
Tell me.
All right, let's take a look at this guy's got these 7 mind-blowing facts. You ready? About Antarctica. He's wearing looks like a Florida cap there, doesn't it? Yeah. He's a Seminoles fan. You see the Seminole hat he's wearing?
Yeah, I see. I get it.
Anyways, here we go
No.
down the Indian Trail. It's like the last of the Mohicans.
Peter Cottontail's more like it.
Yeah. Oh, he came hopping down the bunny trail. Hippity hoppity.
Happening way.
Yeah. Peter's on his way. Hey, you
I
guys like
remember
that
there was this
intro?
kid in the neighborhood that sang that, and he sang it with such a scratchy voice. We used to laugh our asses off every time he'd sing it. And he'd run and scream it as loud as he could, and we'd all just laugh our asses off. And he just did it over and over until we stopped laughing. But we never did. We just giggled until we went back in the house. Stupid.
Well, from what I can tell, he's got penguins here. Is he in Antarctica?
Are they emperor penguins, or are they those other kind of deadly ones that are 6 feet tall and all this other bullshit?
Well, these little bitty guys here don't look like they're.
Did I just drop a bomb? Oops.
Are there deadly penguins in Antarctica? Are
I
they
don't know. I heard that. I did hear that. I don't know if it's true. It sounds stupid to me, but who knows, right? It could be.
Well, right now, Mr. Cheswick's making a video for McToon.
Anything's fucking possible at this point, right? I mean, look at what's happened in the last few weeks. I mean, anything's possible now, I think. That would be my suggestion. Yeah. We could probably get alien invasion or anything we want right now. And it would make sense with what's going on in the world right now. Yep. I'd say, yeah. All right, doesn't surprise me.
Well, Mr. Cheswick's going through all the footage they got, and he's finding like moments where McToon's like drunk and he's walking across the ice. It's bad looking.
No.
I don't know if he's drunk necessarily, but he looks like it, dude.
It's fucking hilarious. But
he's making a song for him right now.
It's sad and funny at the same time. But I don't wish that on anybody. But you know how I feel about that. But
well, they're the ones that went down there, and when I go, I'm going to be prepared, dude. I'm not going to go down half-assed. Yeah. So, let's try this out. Ready?
Made it to my 7th and final continent. The coldest, windiest, and driest place on our planet. Antarctica. I can't feel my face. Antarctica is one of the most mysterious and least visited places in the world. It only gets about 35,000 visitors per year, and I'm thrilled to have the opportunity to visit on this amazing Hurtigruten expedition. We spent the last 3 days on different parts of the continent, and I learned so much that I can't wait to tell you. Can you tell how happy I am here? Here are 7 mind-blowing facts.
Did you see? They were like in their skivvies, man. I know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get it. There are people that do that crazy shit where they go out in some cold place and they go out in their underwear and they walk around just to show that they're tough, or they drop their body temperature, or some other stupid like activity that they think is cool and shows off their manliness or whatever the hell they think it is.
I think it's way down at the
I've heard all
bottom of
before.
one of the peninsulas. There's like hot springs and stuff where you can actually go do that kind of stuff.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or that just might be where they're jumping in the ice because that's fun. I've done it. I've gotten in freezing ass cold water before, and then I realized my legs started cramping. I was like, I'm out of here. It's not fun. You got about an inch below my balls, and I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm not putting those in there. Nope. Sorry. No fucking way, dude. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen, Joe. That was kind of like after the first time my wife waxed my back. Oh, never again. Never again. Yes. I have a very hairy back, bro.
I bet you. And I had this girl date.
No, serious. It's crazy.
I don't want to see it. I promise.
I didn't say I was going to show it to you, smartass.
Thank God. I had this girl who took me out on a date, and she wanted to go into
that's
Lake
right in there. Yeah, that shit. Whoa, that motherfucker went. Hear that? You hear that?
Well, let me tell my story right quick.
I'm trying to, but I got to do this job too.
No, that's wonderful.
Oh shit! I almost took my wrist off.
You don't want to do that. Okay. I had this one chick that actually wanted to go out with me, and we were out partying basically when I was younger, and with Lake Mary, and she said, "Why don't we go in the lake? This is like late fall, almost winter. The lake's probably, I would say, 30 degrees. Well, not 30 degrees, but once you get below 60 degrees, the water it doesn't matter; it feels the same." And she wanted to go.
Yeah, pretty much hypothermia within a few minutes.
Yeah. So she wanted to go do it in the lake. And I'm like,
oh, yeah, I know. I think I remember you telling me part of the story already. Go on, though.
Oh, it ended up happening in a truck later, but never mind.
Well, thank God you didn't storm the castle in the damn lake, because you probably would have been sorry for that.
Yeah, when I woke up in the morning, there was this park ranger tapping on the window, and I was ass naked. So was she.
Maybe you should have just put your blanket over you or something, you know.
Well, dude, I wasn't
all the little kitties that woke up in the morning didn't see that, you know.
I don't know if there's any kitties out at Lake Mary at the time. This is early.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm assuming that's why a park ranger would even say anything to you, right? Because it's visible to the public. I mean,
he didn't even come after me, man.
You weren't trying to hide it or nothing, you know. You were just out there, you know.
Yeah.
Showing and telling the whole way.
We were drinking all night.
Yeah, of course you were. Of course you were. And of course you were drunk. That's why you passed out immediately after you got a fucking dopamine hit, and you guys fucking couldn't wake up before the fucking cops showed up.
Well, I jumped over the seat, balls and all, and I just jumped in and drove off. He didn't even come after me, dude. I didn't even.
I'm sure he didn't. That's probably all he wanted is for you to just get your dumb naked ass the fuck out of there, so the little kids.
He kind of knew what was going on. He looked in the back.
Yeah, of course he did. He did.
People in the back seat.
Oh, there was more than one person back? Okay, I get it. You were having that kind of party. I got you. Well, yeah, no wonder.
What do you think I was talking about this whole time, dude?
I don't know. I'm just coming into this here.
Brand new to you, huh? Never done nothing like that before.
Yeah, it's new to me. New to me. That's new.
I can tell you the rest, but it's rated R. I don't think the audience would like it.
Oh, well, NC-17 you can probably get away with, but I don't know. Rated R.
Well, I don't think it was.
I don't understand that. I think that if we're all adults and we're in a channel where we're aware that could happen, I don't see what the big deal is of dropping whatever in the chat, because we share stuff like that. I mean, I wouldn't do that on live, but I've shared pictures of dirty pictures before with you. I don't care. It doesn't bother me none. I don't think that makes me a pervert, does it? It's like I don't think it does, but I guess if people want to think that way, then I can't stop them. But I mean, at least I'm, attracted to the opposite sex, and I'm not some weirdo. It could be worse.
Can you see the screen? What does it say? Number 1, it was recently discovered.
No, I think I got it. Yeah. These things go in really nice because this wood's so soft. It's perfect.
Do you
And they
think
go
we just
deep and they're really wide, so they'll hold together. What? You think what?
Do you think we just recently discovered Antarctica? It was recently discovered, is what it says, in this caption here.
Really?
Yeah. Well, let's see
Really?
what they recently discovered.
Recently, as in what, 100 years ago? Because I remember them talking about it in the 20s. Well, I wasn't alive in the 20s, but I've seen films from the 20s that talk about it, so I don't know what they're talking about.
Dude, they discovered these lands back in supposedly in the 1800s, dude.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure people probably lived there before that, but they just never went down into the main part of the world and met up with us. Probably, they were probably some nomads or whatever, whoever. You know what I mean? Who knows? And there's no reason to think that it was always frozen. Maybe it was melted at one time. It was an oasis. Who knows? There's a lot of things that can be true.
I heard it's getting warmer down there anyways. So let's play this out real quick. Right.
It was recently discovered. The existence of Antarctica was completely unknown until the continent was first spotted in 1820, and the first explorer to reach the South Pole was in 1911. 2. It's a huge desert. Antarctica is about 1.5 times the size of the USA, and it's surprisingly a giant desert. It might not appear that way since everything is covered in white, but some parts haven't had rain or snow for the last 2 million years. 3. Less humans, more animals. Antarctica has never had an indigenous human population, but there is an abundance of wildlife like penguins, leopard seals, and birds. The penguins are such fascinating and cute animals, and I was surrounded by thousands of them at all times. I could...
There you are, dude. Surrounded by them. They're everywhere. Those are big birds, dude. Look at them.
I mess you up. I don't know if they're 6 feet tall, but maybe.
Well, some of the emperor penguins, I think they measure close to 5 feet. That's what I've heard.
Watch them for hours and hours and never get bored. 4. It's the coldest place on Earth. Antarctica is the coldest and windiest place on Earth. The annual average temperature is minus 50.
Say again?
No, I'm talking about
working on it.
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
It's the cold. You heard it's the coldest, windiest place on Earth, and you see the temperatures there, right? At 58 degrees Fahrenheit to 50 degrees Celsius minus. That's cold, dude.
Pretty cold. That's pretty cold, dude.
Maybe we'll get the answer to the breath thing here.
58 Fahrenheit or minus 50 Celsius. And the lowest temperature ever recorded was minus 128 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 89 Celsius. The water in the Antarctic Ocean is between 1 Celsius and minus 1.5 Celsius. And if you're lucky, you can spot the rare...
That's cold ass water. And look, he's naked too.
Buddy. And it must be really salty too for it to be able to be that cold and not be freezing. Right? Not be frozen.
Lucid? Yeah.
It's an insane amount of cold. Yeah, probably. It's probably like the wind chill factor is probably like 10 billion or something. You know what I mean? It's like that Scoville, on a hot pepper or whatever. It's like an ungodly number. You're like, oh my God. Like 2 death valves or something like that,
All right, here we go with the drill.
Ginger penguin washing up ashore. Oh, 5. More ice than you can imagine. 90% of the world's ice and fresh water is in Antarctica. Some ice sheets are more than 4 kilometers thick, and others have been in existence for more than 40 million years. If all the ice...
Now that's a bold claim right there. Yeah, 40 million years.
But I'll go with the first one. The first one he said I think is probably possible. That most of the water is up there.
So we get most of our condensation and melt off of that. Or we wouldn't have rain and shit like that.
If Antarctica was melted, it would raise global ocean levels by 65 meters or 213 feet. 6. Civilization...
If I could get something behind this fucker, prop against it. I'm sorry, I'll mute. Sorry.
What that boy just said, think about it, right? He doesn't understand how water works, or he doesn't understand density and buoyancy at all. You can melt the whole fucking thing. It's not going to raise the water levels in the earth. You dumb.
Civilizations do exist. Small, non-permanent civilizations can be found in Antarctica, and they look like this. They're usually for scientists, researchers, and photographers who camp out for months in small settlements. We're inside one of the houses, walking around. This is where they sleep. Think that'd be a cold life? 7. There's no time zone. Antarctica is the only continent without a time zone. But when you're here, time is the last thing.
Yes, so that's what the whole point of that experiment is. There is no noon, no day. That's where I'm going with.
on your mind. In the summer months, it stays light outside 24 hours a day, and in the winter time, it's the exact opposite. This trip to Antarctica is truly the best travel experience of my life, and I couldn't possibly recommend it more to anyone watching this video. I'm Drew Binsky, and if you like my travel video...
Now I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back where he said the winter season.
months, it stays light outside 24 hours a day, and in the winter time, it's the exact opposite. This trip to Antarctica is truly the best travel experience of my life, and I couldn't possibly recommend it more to anyone watching this video. I'm Drew Binsky, and if you like my travel videos, please click subscribe and join me as I plan to visit.
Now, he said that. Now, how long was that again? Let's go back just a little bit one more time. This is what the mainstream claims.
I'm Drew Binsky, and if you like my travel videos,
go back to this marker right here. There are no time zones.
Antarctica is the only continent without a time zone, but when you're here, time is the last thing on your mind. In the summer months, it stays light outside 24 hours a day, and in the winter time, it's the exact opposite. This trip to Antarctica is truly the best travel experience of my life, and I couldn't possibly recommend it more to anyone watching this video. I'm Drew Binsky, and if you like my travel videos, please click subscribe and join me as I plan to visit every country in the world.
Oh, that was wonderful. So he said during the summer months, it stays light outside 24/7. Now, that didn't say there was a sun completely. And I didn't see any videos from it. Did you? Nah. You about done with that thing? I want to go take a peek at Mr. Cheswick right quick. He's still working on this thing. Give you guys an idea of how hard this young gentleman works.
That's it.
Maybe we're getting finished.
That's the one. And then play that back down. Yep, that's it. And then just minimize that or put that up. Yep, that's it. Sound, got it. Okay, so McToon drunk.
We'll watch this for a minute. I'll be right back, guys.
One, take Act 5, take 3. From the start.
I staggered through snow by the South Pole after drinking 10 pints of fine ale. The flat earth, the set I sold my soul for the final experiment fail. I gave them away till the Black Saturday.
Right, so where's the new bit?
The man Gary flung for his hat, yo. Don't believe a darn word that he says. The circulates 24 hours a day, so I'm off to my tent for a nap. And oh, I gave them away over the Black Saturday.
Okay, like a fucking idiot. I missed out a word, didn't I? I missed out sun. But what was that? The sun circulates, yeah, there. Fucking hell. Idiot. What a fucking gimp. Ah, you swat. So the sun circulates, it should be. Fucking idiot. Oh, so it's like all these are probably going to be cocked up tomorrow night, but I think it's alright because I think we can still fix it with the whatchamacallit, the editing side of it, so I'll be able to get away with it. So did that sound like that one? I said it back again, sorry, from 30 seconds. Yeah, from there, isn't it?
I gave them away till the Black Saturday. Demand your fun for his happy. Don't believe a darn word that he says.
The sun circulates should be. The sun, 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 so hours a day.
So I'm off to my tent for a nap. And oh, I
Take out
take
now.
them away over the flat face.
I'll take out now as well. So save that. Right. So I'll keep that one just in case we need to work on it. Alright, so let's try this one. So this is take 2, yeah.
I staggered through snow by the South Pole after drinking 10 pints of fine ale. The flat earth set I sold my soul for the final experiment fail. I gave them away for the flat Saturday. Demand a refund for his capio. Don't believe a darn word that he says. The circulates 24 hours a day, so I'm off to my tent for a nap. Now I gave them away for the hot Saturday.
Oh, why did they cock that fucking line up, man? Because that sounded like that one. But you know what? Rather than just, right, that's going to cause me more fucking headache, so I know what I'm going to do. I'm just going to erase all them that I've done and just generate a new 6 because it's just going to cause me more of a headache. Right, so take 2. Yeah, that was right, wasn't it? There wasn't a take 3, was there? Opener, yeah. Right, so the sun circulates, you see, I cocked the fucking lyrics up there like a fucking moron. Oh, excuse me, that's it, okay, so copy that. I'll generate 6 of them. Add the section after, extend. I don't really want that.
We are going to the moon next, yes. Oh, that was interesting. I'll wait till he gets finished with it, and I'll premiere it one day. I had an issue over here at the house. Whew. Man, it's been a rough day. Been streaming quite some time. So, Ryan, are you still on mute? Can you hear me? I'm sure
I can hear you, but you can't hear me unless I'm speaking.
I hear you. There you go. So Rhonda's having some problems. So I'm going to probably call it a quick stream. You
Okay.
guys know how Flight works, right? I'm actually going to probably not stream for the next 2 days. I got a lot of stuff to deal with. Personal stuff. Not like
Okay.
huge things.
You just gotta
but
take
just
care of
one
Take care of what you gotta do.
I
You
am.
know, like I understand.
So she's in a lot of pain right now.
Oh, that sucks. Gotta go get your stash and help her out, dude.
Go get my stash. I don't think she'll take it. My stash.
I didn't mean. I was just kidding, of course. But
I wish I could.
I wish you could. Yeah, I wish you could take her pain away. Yeah, so do I. But yeah.
No, I wish I could get her to take my stash.
Oh. I got you.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah. We spent how long were we on PJs for 4 hours today? So,
Really?
I am. Yes, I'll be all right. I promise.
Okay.
Holidays,
I believe you.
everybody's sick too. Yeah, we'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play out with a song and I go take care of her for a little bit.
Okay. What you gotta do, bro? I understand.
Not unless you want to take over the show. I don't think you get control over anything from the video.
Yeah, you don't have control over it. I would do that for you, but I can't yet.
I'm just gonna grab a nice little song out
Oh.
here somewhere.
Love you.
Yeah, guys, I'll be back, and we'll get back to normal here soon in a couple of days. I want a quick one. The one I had on earlier, you should have heard it. Maybe I'll just play off with the rest of that. I'll take it halfway down. No, it's good. It's just back pains. And my grandkids, both of them are sick, including my daughter, over the holidays. It's been kind of rough. It hasn't been a typical Christmas, you might say. And now I'm being accused of being all kinds of stuff that I'm not. But, you know. Oh, thanks, Wagon. I appreciate it, man. I'm not sick personally. It's everybody else. And good night, people. I'll be back tomorrow for sure. Or Flash is going to be on tomorrow, I think. Been a while since he's been back. He's on vacation. By hook or by crook. She took another look. Hey, Jeff. Hi, guys.